They say there was a moment in history when heaven itself grew silent. Not when the world was made, but when a single angel stood between heaven and hell, over the body of a man named Moses. Archangel Michael faced Lucifer, the fallen morning star, and what happened next terrified even the angels. Jude 109. This wasn't just about a body, it was about ownership. Who had the right to claim what God himself had redeemed? Lucifer descended to Moab, draped in pride. The body of Moses lay hidden, guarded by divine command. Lucifer demanded it, proclaiming, "He sinned, he struck the rock. He disobeyed. His body is mine." But Michael, commander of heaven's armies, did not dare accuse him directly. Instead, he said only, "The Lord rebuke you." Power, restrained by holiness. Jude 1-9 as Zechariah 3-2. The rebuke wasn't anger, it was authority. Lucifer fled, but the question lingered. Why did Michael defend the body of a dead man so fiercely? It wasn't about the dust of flesh, it was about destiny. Moses represented the covenant, a law fulfilled, the promise of resurrection to come. Lucifer wanted to corrupt that symbol. But Michael's intervention declared, even death belongs to God. From that mountain grave, the battle lines of eternity were drawn: life versus decay, obedience versus rebellion. Deuteronomy 30:5-6, Daniel 12:1. Centuries passed, but that same conflict echoed through time. Every empire that rose in arrogance, every ruler who claimed godhood behind them, the same ancient voice whispered, "I will ascend above the Most High." Lucifer's rebellion didn't end in Eden. It adapted, yet every time darkness moved, Michael was near and seen, but guarding. Standing for God's people. Daniel 10:13-21. Nations changed, but the war remained the same. And above them all, heaven prepared for a final confrontation. Lucifer, once son of the morning, had tasted glory. His fall was not from weakness, but from ambition. He desired the throne, not the presence. And when he fell, his brilliance turned to poison, spreading pride across creation. Isaiah 14:12-15. Michael remembered. He had watched his brother's light twist into shadow. His music turned to chaos. So when Lucifer rose again to challenge heaven's plan, this time through empires, deception, and war, Michael prepared for battle once more. Then came the moment Revelation foresaw. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Revelation 12:7-9. The skies ignited with light, lightning upon lightning. Every strike carried the weight of ages. Lucifer's voice thundered, "I will not serve." Michael answered, "You already have. Every knee shall bow." With one final clash, the dragon was cast down, his throne shattered, his dominion stripped. Then, for a moment, heaven was silent. Revelation 8:1. Michael stood, sword lowered, breathing the stillness of victory. But he did not smile, for he knew the war was not yet over. On earth, humanity still struggled between light and shadow. The rebellion that began with angels now lived inside human hearts. And yet, redemption was coming. At Calvary, the tide turned. Where Lucifer sought power, Christ chose surrender. Where Lucifer demanded worship, Christ washed feet. And when he died, the grave, the same grave Michael once guarded, it became the gateway to life. Michael stood unseen beside the tomb as the stone rolled away. The one who said, "The Lord rebuke you," now watched the Lord himself rebuke death. Matthew 28:2-6. Lucifer's oldest claim, "The body is mine," was broken forever. Then came the end foretold. Lucifer gathered the last of his armies, vowing to drag creation into his fall. But heaven's voice thundered, "Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God." Revelation 12:10. Michael descended one final time, radiant with justice. The dragon roared, but light answered louder. Chains of truth bound him, cast into the abyss. Revelation 20:1-3. And heaven sang, "Worthy is the Lamb." The war that began over Moses' body ended at the throne of God. Michael's mission was complete, not through battle, but through obedience. Moab's grave became a monument of grace, not death. Lucifer's pride was silenced. God's mercy reigned, and God shall wipe away all tears. There shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, nor pain. Revelation 21:4. Michael looked upon the redeemed world and whispered, "The Lord is my victory." From the mountain of Moses to the mountain of Zion, the story of Michael and Lucifer is not just about angels. It's about the war within every soul. Will we choose pride or obedience? Self or surrender? Because in the end, victory does not belong to those who fight hardest, but to those who remain faithful.